back with another one. How we doing, my kings and queens? So, you've seen the title, of course you have. And now you're on this video, so chances are, maybe you're lonely. Are you lonely? Now, I was going to do a video, signs that you are lonely, but I'm pretty sure anyone who is lonely knows it already, yeah. And loneliness sucks balls, it do. Been there myself, yeah. Like say last year, when my dad passed, I didn't have the energy to be social, and I work and live on my own. And my main source of socialising was seeing my dad every day after work. So at least I've had some sort of human connection. I've had a conversation with somebody before I go home. So when he passed, you know, I've got my tree there next to the sofa, yeah. He's growing nice and big. I talk to him, yeah. I've even given him a name. I'm like actually attached to this tree now. Crazy, I know. But that's what loneliness does to you, yeah. There's a good sign that you are lonely. And, I mean, you don't have to be on your own to be lonely. You know, I've been in relationships where I felt incredibly lonely, yeah. So sometimes, I mean, that might be you. That could be you right now. And if that is the case, maybe you need to reassess that relationship. Maybe you need a conversation with that person, because if you are feeling lonely in a relationship, chances are they're probably not the one for you, or you got some work to do, yeah. At least give that a go first. And if they're not listening, which chances are they're probably not listening to you anyway, that's why you feel lonely, you know, like your feelings, your needs aren't being ignored, yeah. 1 sec, I'm getting some sort of notification on my phone. There we go, it's gone. It's gone. Sorry about that, guys. So, let's get on with the point of the fucking video. Right. Why are you lonely? Ask yourself this, yeah. Because there's a good chance you're the reason why you're lonely, yeah. I know there's been plenty of times in my life I've felt very lonely. And I know the person responsible for that was me. It was. One thing, life decisions, yeah, again, like I said, being in a relationship with people that weren't good for me, and that's very lonely. It is, yeah. So there's one, poor choices, yeah. Maybe a shit relationship, and if that's the case, again, like I said, assess it. What needs work? Can this be salvaged? Yeah, I always think, especially if you love each other anyway, that you got to try and do the work, yeah. Relationships is about putting in the work, yeah. You're never going to get a relationship that's plain sailing from beginning to death do you part, yeah. You're going to have some dramas. It's natural, yeah. When two people collide, there's going to be some drama somewhere along the lines. You've got to figure each other out, rupture and repair, yeah. So something goes tits up, you have an argument, and then you patch it up and you become stronger than ever, yeah. So maybe you need that conversation. So maybe you're somebody who struggles to voice their concerns, yeah. So if you're in a relationship and you're scared to rock the boat, perhaps, yeah, which could be from anything from your childhood, could be anything, yeah, that makes you the way you are, like that. But you need to fix it, don't you? Because clearly, if you're on this video, you're watching it, and you're in a relationship, and you're feeling lonely, something needs to happen, yeah. So figure that one out, which there'll probably be more videos on at some point. I'm trying to stay on the topic of this video. And yeah, have that chat, yeah. I mean, that's how you build the trust and you get closer with each other, is just being vulnerable. Yeah, I've done a video on it recently, saying what you think and feel, yeah, and no fear of what the outcome might be. Like for me, I'm in a relationship now. I know I could tell her anything, yeah, I really can. And say if I had to say something that I don't think she's going to like, I'm going to say it anyway, because, well, one thing I know she's understanding anyway, and that we love each other, all's good in the hood, yeah? We'll figure it out. But if that wasn't the case, I'd still fucking say it, because that might be the time to call it quits, yeah? If I've got a big concern, and I know she ain't going to like hearing it, we talk about it, rah, 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 you know, it don't go so well, then I know she wasn't the one for me, yeah? And then I ain't going to feel lonely in that relationship because I've left, yeah? However, the relationship I am in now, I do not feel lonely. She's like my best friend that I want to do naughty things to a lot, yeah? She's great. I don't feel lonely at all, yeah? Fast forward several months ago, I felt very lonely, which brings me on to the next point, guys. So we've covered lonely in relationships, so anyone that's not in a relationship, calm your tits, we'll get into you now, okay? We'll get into you. Now, there's a good chance, I've covered this before as well, guys, you know, attachment issues, yeah, your attachment style. So if you're very avoidant, yeah, you have that avoidant tendencies, then you're keeping people at arm's length anyway, and you're doing that, yeah? And I get it, scary. Giving yourself to somebody else is scary. I totally get it, but loneliness sucks balls. It do, big time. So it's something you need to work on, isn't it? Yeah? Why do I struggle? Ask yourself that. Why do I struggle letting somebody in? Now, maybe childhood issues. You know you. I don't. I'm just talking to a camera, okay? This camera has no issues. None whatsoever. Other than a very slight crack in it. And covered in dust from work. But hey, what am I on about? So, yeah, figure that one out, guys. And when you do, understand that, you know, you're looking at life through a distorted lens, yeah? You've had some bad experiences probably in relationships. That's why maybe the idea of a relationship now, you're like, fuck this shit. I'm not about that life. Makes total sense, doesn't it? I've been there, yeah? Where I've not let anybody in. I didn't feel capable of letting anyone in because I've just got that used to my own safe bubble, yeah? But part of the whole self-improvement, which is what this whole channel's about, is getting outside of that comfort zone, yeah? You live a life in that comfort zone and you stay in that comfort zone all your life, you're never going to grow, are you? You're not. You gotta get uncomfortable sometimes. It's part of life, yeah? And often, the more uncomfortable you put in situations you put yourself in, the more you are going to grow, and you're going to become a better version of yourself, yeah? You're going to have more experiences. You're going to know yourself more. Big deal, yeah? So, figure it out. There'll be more videos on it, don't worry, don't panic. So, I'm trying to brush over it and get to more points, because this could be a long one if I keep rambling. So another one, and I am very guilty of this one, is isolating myself, yeah? So, you could feel lonely because you're isolating yourself. And for me, I isolate myself when I'm struggling, because I don't want to be a burden on anyone else, yeah? Maybe you're the same. So, you're going through some shit, you're a bit down in the dumps, and you don't want to drag anyone else down with you, so you think, fuck it, on my own, where it's peace, no dramas, no one to fall out with, yeah, and I'm safe in this bubble, yeah, or stay in this bubble till I feel better, and then I can socialise again, yeah. No, it's not the right way of doing things, right? I've done that. I did that last year, yeah, and look where that got me. I just felt worse and worse and worse, yeah. If you've got friends, yeah, and if you're a good friend, you can have some good friends. I've said this plenty of times. If you're a good friend, you're going to have good friends. And that'll be a point in a minute. We'll get to that, right? If you're not got good friends, right? use them. That's what they're there for, right? You know you, right? If you've got some close friends, if they're struggling, you'd be there, wouldn't you? You'd want to listen. You don't give a shit about, oh, fucking hell, this guy's fucking getting it some. It wouldn't be like that, would it? Because it's somebody you fucking care about, yeah? You'd rather them talk to you than bottle that shit up and just let it stew in their fucking head on their own, yeah? Well, that's what your friends think about you as well. So, use it. That's what they're there for, yeah? Talk to your fucking friends. And you'll find as well, when you talk, you're struggling, right? Say you're struggling, and then you talk to that friend. I say, look, mate, I'm struggling a bit at the minute. I wouldn't mind having a catch up with you, and just, get out of my head a bit, have a chat about it, and, try and have a laugh as well. A good friend is going to go, let's do this, let's get on with it, yeah? And in turn, when you have that moment and you have that chat, you're going to feel somebody's got my back, yeah? And there's a lot of people, and there's been times in my life where I feel like, I'm on my own in this world. I'm all on my own. And that no one really gives a shit, yeah? That's never true. Never true. Ever, yeah? That's just your mind playing fucking games with you, yeah? Life's not going great, and this can be the worst thing ever, yeah? It can be a prison, and it can tell you things that just aren't true, yeah? Make you feel more sorry about yourself, but it's not true. Everyone's got people that care about them. Pretty much everybody, okay? And if you don't have people that care about it, anyone that cares about you, we'll get to that in a minute, okay? So, you calm your tits. We'll get in there. But I swear, I promise, guys, you have that heart-to-heart with a friend and say, look, I'm struggling, yeah? And they're a good friend and they're listening to you. Just to feel listened to will stomp any feeling of being alone, yeah? You think, fucking hell, this person's got my back, yeah? And you ought to return that favour if ever the day comes that they need you as well. So, bear that one in mind. So, yeah, self-reflection, guys, as well. If you do feel lonely, and maybe you haven't got any mates, yeah, I've done a video, go find it, of how to be a good friend, yeah. I'm not going to go into that much detail, but understand parts of being a good friend is listening yourself. It's give and take, yeah. So it's not take, because you'll find everyone eventually clicks on and thinks, this guy's a bit selfish, he's all me. Hey everyone, listen to my problems, look at me, let's all talk about me and what I'm doing and not give a shit about anything going on in your life, yeah? Those people exist, yeah? And maybe you are one of them, yeah? No one wants to hang around with you, yeah? Same as if you're one that feels sorry for themselves all the time, yeah? And you're thinking, you're always moaning, you're always negative, life's unfair, life's shit, no one cares about me. You've got friends that care about you, and you're spouting off all the time that no one cares about you. That's a slap in the face to them, yeah? Eventually they are going to stop caring about you, because of your mentality, yeah? They look at that. I mean, if I've got a close friend, I love to bits, I'd do anything for him, and I really care about him, and he's going, no one cares about me, I'm going to feel a bit pissed off. Yeah, I'm going to think, well, fuck you too then, mate. You know what I mean? If you can't see that I fucking care about you, then that's a slap in the face, and it's like you're throwing all my efforts and all the things I've done in the past in my face. I don't like that, yeah? It's not very grateful, is it? It's not good at all. So maybe if you are that kind of person, then you've got some serious work to do, yeah? You need to stop feeling sorry for yourself. You need to understand that there's only one person responsible for your happiness, and that's you. It is you, no one else, yeah? And people can only carry you so far. And people can't help people that don't want to be helped, yeah? So, I mean, I'll talk to anybody. I'll give anyone advice, things like that. But if they're not helping themselves, my patience is going to run out, and I'm going to think, I've given you the tools, you're doing fuck all with it, yeah? So, think about that, yeah. be a good friend. If you are a good friend, people being a good person, yeah, being somebody who listens when you say hello, how are you, what have you been up to, you're genuinely fucking interested, yeah, and you can show you're interested by follow-up questions. Oh, what have you been up to? Oh, I went to watch this film at the cinema the other day. Oh, did you, Duke? Oh, I did. What did you watch? What was it? Oh, it was bloody blah. Bloody blah, you say? That sounds good. What was the film about? This is a shit example, but you get me. Follow-up questions, yeah? Maybe something a bit more serious than a fucking film, because you're really only showing interest in the film. So that was a piss poor example, but you get me. I like to think you get me, yeah? So yeah, you want to work on being somebody that people want around, yeah? Be more attractive, yeah, in dating and just in general. If you're an absolute scruff and you stink, you always smell, you always got greasy hair, you always look like pure dog shit, and people don't want to be near you, do they? Because you stink, yeah? You see them out and about, you think, well, I wouldn't want to be sat next to you on a bus or something like that, yeah? If you are that person, this is why you feel lonely, because you're not, people don't want to be near you, okay? So, and I hate to bring this one up, but it is the case for some people that they do stink, yeah? So if you stink, have a bath, jump in the shower, spray yourself, and people will be less repelled by you, okay? And, you know, working on your character, who you are as a person, yeah? Be polite. Be a good person. Be a good listener. Show empathy. Show you give a shit about people, yeah? You can do all these things, people are going to notice and think, that's a good dude. That's somebody I wouldn't mind being around, yeah? And then you can make friends. If you've got no friends, you can make friends, yeah? Then boom, loneliness, gone, yeah? Same with the whole dating, you know, if you're lonely, you want a nice lady or you're a nice bloke, look at yourself. Am I somebody date-worthy? What life decisions am I making that's affecting my dating success, yeah? So say if you're a lady and you're out on the piss every weekend and you're getting dicked down every weekend by XYZ, Tom, Dick and Harry, people don't want to wife you up, yeah? Because they think, well, you're easy. I don't mean any disrespect to you. Same with the lads, right? If you can't go face to face to a woman and say, hello lady, I like you, I want to take you out, but you hide behind your fucking screen, yeah? I've shown you you're a man with no balls. And I'm doing this again. Why am I always miming playing with balls? I don't know. Maybe I've got an issue. We clearly got no balls. Right. That's not attractive, is it? Yeah, hiding behind your screen, sliding in them DMs, yeah, whatever. Come on, lads. Come on. And then what are you doing? You're not getting laid, so you're rubbing one out to porn, aren't you? Which carries shame along with that. So you feel shameful, your head's down, you can't even make eye contact with a bird. If this sounds like you, sort it out. Yeah. There's a million and one things that, you know, putting women off wanting to date you. So, really self-reflect. And I can't stress enough the power of self-reflection. It's like, it's a superpower. Yeah, I'm constantly self-reflecting on myself, down to when I have the kids on the weekend and I drop them back off at home. The whole way home, on my own in that car, I'm replaying the weekend. What could I have done better? Shit like that, yeah? I'm always reflecting on myself, yeah? And I think you should, yeah? So if you're not attracting anybody into your life and you do feel lonely, it is your fault, without a doubt, yeah? So figure it out. And sometimes, guys, I mean, I've said this before about, you know, feeling like, you know, living life on the outside. Done that plenty, yeah? where I have to sort of keep everyone at a bit of a distance. And when I am struggling, I'm in it on my own. I don't want help, and that's not good either, is it? Not good at all. Because then you live your life that way long enough, you think it's the only way, and then you're just playing out that belief that no one does give a shit and that you are on your own. But it ain't true. It ain't. Yeah, you did that to yourself. Yeah. And because you get more distant with people, they get more distant with you. Like, oh, I've not heard from him in a while, and like, it's just, we're just drifted apart, maybe, yeah. It happens, yeah, it does happen. But just be mindful. Be mindful, guys. Your loneliness is your fault. Yeah, and the sooner you take responsibility of that, the sooner you can do something about it. So I hope this video helps. I don't like people being lonely. And if you are lonely, write something in the comments, yeah? Maybe there's other people that are lonely and just need a friend, somebody to talk to. If you're both in the same boat, jobs are good and make friends, yeah? I've said this before. I want this channel to feel like a community where people look out for each other. So if you've got any dramas, you're feeling lonely, just drop a comment in there, get chatting away with somebody else, and there you go. Maybe I'll make a friend that way. So like the video, again, drop us a comment. If you are lonely, you need a friend, bang it in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm watching you. Get it done. Be a doll. Thank you very much. And yeah, be the best you. And do it for you. Cheers.